clients, telling them what makes them happy, and we make people happy with your jewelry.
Yes. So tell me, how does it feel growing up with your father, creating this wonderful jewelry brand, which is one of the best in the world? What's the secret behind your father's passion?
You already said the word passion, and the respect of the tradition, passion and enthusiasm. It's what gives you the energy every day to look for perfection, for beauty, and respecting your values, your principles, and the energy of Capri too. My father was in love with the island. So beauty helps you, beauty to live in a beautiful place where a lot of beautiful people from all around the world meet. There is this very specific energy. So I grew up between beauty of nature, the beauty of jewelry that I've seen creating every day from my father. So I just saw it, you see. And my father always thought, since I was a little girl, Costanza, this is a business that you learn with your eyes and with your ears. So I was only 14, and after school, my father always wanted me in the afternoon to spend 3 hours a day in the store. I didn't have to do anything that listen and looking at all the pieces and looking at the way he was preparing new pieces of jewelry. At the time we were only doing high jewelry pieces, like really the haute couture of the jewelry. So the best is to see, and then all of a sudden I was starting doing it myself as well, creating my first pieces under the eye of my father, that was just checking out, but in a very sweet way.
So really, while you're growing up, your father, how did he manage to find master craftsmen to build and custom wonderful jewelry? Was it through friendship, or was it through by accident?
It was through friendship. I always also have to say that we still work with the same workers. Now they are the nephews of the gentlemen they were working for my father. So this is what we mean tradition. It's also in the capacity of creating, making relationships last and invest in a relationship. So we tend to work with the same people. Also, most of our employees who have been growing up. Again, it is what is in our, what was my education. It's an education, invest in relationship 360 degrees. Doesn't matter with clients, with people that work for you, because we believe it's the same thing. You share also passion. So if you're passionate, you can only work with people that are as passionate as you are.
Yeah.
Even here, with the family, with Mr. Wong, why we could meet and why our partnership could happen. This could happen on the basis of common values. He's a very passionate person, and passion is really the key of Chantecler. When you love something, then things happen, because if you love something a lot, then you are, doesn't matter the effort, doesn't matter how many hours a day, you don't count the hours, time doesn't matter until you don't feel something is done right. So, and this you can do only if you love what you do, if you're passionate about what you do. If you see anyway people that are successful in what they do, doesn't matter the business. It's not just about competence. It's because the big engine, the real engine is the love and passion. So, and this has been the way I've been brought up.
So, right now, has your father ever encouraged you to take up how to master the art of making a jewelry? Have you ever encountered that before?
Have you, sorry?
Have you ever encountered your father's advice into becoming a craftsman?
Oh yes, I mean, what I've been able to do is only because thanks to my education and thanks to the environment I grew up, thanks to the environment of Capri, that I said is very unique, because all the most special people from all around the world is there. So, I mean, where all this can happen. Tiny little place, so the level of the conversation, the level of the exchange is very high. And this nourishes you. You become rich thanks to the people you meet every day, and thanks to the environment, thanks to the education. So all this became my own point of reference. So all what my father told me growing up, I understood always more what he was saying. Maybe when I was 14 I found terrible that he wanted me to be in the store 3 hours a day. But then I've understood later on what he meant when he said, I was not allowed to talk. I could only look because I was very young. But it was the truth. Just to look at jewelry, to study the stone, and to compare, you learn. The more you see, the more you learn. Then talking to people from all different cultures and nationalities, it's the best school.
Very good. So what's the next step right now, for your jewelry, a business? What do you see from here, from Singapore?
The next step is just to keep up doing what I love to do, creating jewelry we like, and finding the people that are as passionate as we are to follow and to develop the business with the same vision. So to bring the spirit of Capri in the world.
Once again, thank you for speaking with us at the National Critics' Choice, for being one of the best jewelers in the world.
Thank you.